So I'm not seeing anyone yet, but I am getting energy coming through of somebody that is feels like very loving, very held a lot of respect from everyone as well. Quiet spoken but funny. Maybe not quiet in the sense that you have to lean forward to hear him, but quiet in a way that his words had value. People would stop and listen to what he had to say. I have a gentleman in front of me. He doesn't seem all that very tall or large or big boned. At the moment, the thing that stands out is his facial shape is quite round. I'm getting brown hair too. I just feel like I want to laugh in this person's energy. Like they've got a very bubbly, giggly type energy. It's like he saw the lighter side of life. Things didn't have to always be serious. There was a lightness to this person. So I don't know if that describes your grandfather. Your heart is pounding so hard right now. If that person doesn't make sense, that's okay. Because they could be bringing through your grandfather for you. Or again, it could be just when I'm open shop for mediumship, we could get him to a T. Oh, that gives me chills all over and that warms my heart so much. I love that. He doesn't seem very tall though. Like he seems like a tiny in stature, if that makes sense. But he keeps highlighting his face for me. He's like, I've got a round head. I'm like, okay, I'll pass that on. So if that makes sense for you, that's great. I feel like his hair was a little bit darker than brown too. So I don't know if he had black hair when he was younger or just really dark brown hair. Alright. So now I'm basically asking him, what can you tell me? What evidence does he have to bring forward for you? What can he show me that you will understand? I feel you crying. I feel you shaking too, Michelle. How many grandkids did he have? Because he shows me that the grandkids were almost like, they were life. They were everything to him. He also makes me feel like there's a really large sense of family for him. Not only family though, I feel like it extends to community as well. I feel like he held a lot of, a special place in a lot of people's hearts. Father, you guys. It's like he shows me that he had something to do with everybody, like playing with each and every child. Like no child was forgotten, which really is beautiful. And he comes through with letting me know that, or to bring the message forward that that was extremely important to him. Was he also married for a long time too? Because he shows me a lady with an almost similar height. Maybe she's a little bit taller than him. Her hair is quite bouncy though, curly. I see it as, you know, greying with age. But it also feels like at one stage she had it down to her shoulders too, or just no, it feels like shoulders. I was going to say above, but I'm being showing shoulders. And she was just as bubbly. Like they were both nice to be around. I heard love of my life. 57 years. They were married for 57 years. Hey guys, welcome in. So I'm just doing a mediumship read for Michelle at the moment. It is a paid read. So we're just holding space for Michelle. So he wasn't kidding when he said love of my life. Hey. My grandma, she's still alive, misses him so much. Well, you can say that he came through in a reading and he said love of my life. She is the love of my life. So is that 57 years married? How beautiful is that? Who had the brown dog? There's like a little brown dog, probably like a medium-sized dog. We will miss him dearly. I always like to ask this question because you never know what answer you get. I remember I did a reading for somebody and the same question was brought up, you know, are they okay? And the lady, I was connecting to somebody's grandmother, and I haven't shared this on the videos. You've just reminded me to do that. And the grandmother, she showed me that she was having tea and playing cards with her friend. And she's like, of course I'm happy. This is what I get to do. So, which is really funny. And it was extra funny because the person I was doing the reading for was like, oh my gosh, you know, because I described like tea being in a highball glass and things like that. And they were like, that's how we all, you know, if there's one memory that we hold on to, it's having, you know, iced tea with grandma because she always had it. A red small dog, medium dog, small white dog named Katie. They had, so he shows me that he's got this dog around him. And was it a little bit overweight as well? Because she's kind of like waddling, if that makes sense. It's like when she takes a step, everything takes a step with her. So that's one way they bring forward to let you know that they're not alone as well. They will show who's around them. Also, from what I remember, kind of, she was bigger. Love it. He's also shown me choc chip cookies. Have you done some baking recently? I don't know if he's relating that to you, if you've done baking, but they feel like they're fresh baked cookies. They don't feel like they're out of a packet. Grandma used to bake a lot. He's showing me to like family get-togethers with like timber style picnic tables. I'm seeing like children running around me as well. Food on the table. Did you guys have a lot of family gatherings growing up? Did he have, so I don't know if this is, do you have one brother? Or do you have more than one brother? Because it keeps bringing up one, he's like, and I don't feel like, I don't feel like it's his son. He keeps bringing up, so it must be you guys. Yes, we went camping, fishing, whole 9 yards, haven't done it in a while. And is it just the one, Michelle? Because for some reason he keeps bringing him up. So let me just see if he wants to bring any information through, or he's just bringing that forward for you as validation to let you know that, you know, what I'm bringing forward is something that you can validate. I kind of feel like there's something up with your brother, or there's something your brother is worried about. Does your brother only have the one child too? Is he married with one child? Or is he in like a de facto relationship with one child? Because he's showing me like your brother, a partner, and then a child around the age of, I feel like it's only young. Maybe 4. I feel like 4 is even stretching it. 3 years old? And does he have a son? Is it a son? Did your brother have a son? Hey, Helena. He has 3 kids. Him and his girlfriend with a lot of years behind him. Oh, just the girls. Oh, you've got the 2 sons. So what's being shown to me here? Does he have a little one around the age of 3? Or are they a lot older? I'm just not sure where he's going with this at the moment. Because I still see a child getting around in like a like nappies, shirtless too, but not a lot of detail. Okay, all right. So what do we need to know about that one? Does he have concerns over learning difficulties for the little one that you know of? I feel like he, not in a negative way, but he's singling out the little one and saying different from the rest. So I don't know what that means, different from the rest. Keep going, guys. Nearly at 50k. Love it. I've got to jump off at 12 too because there's another. I've got a private reading, so I'll get that one done before. Are you still there, Michelle? Oh, you're still there. God loves you too. You are God. We're all gods in our own unique ways. Still there. So did you hear my question, if the little one has learning difficulties that you're aware of? Okay, yep. And is that a yes to confirm, or you're not sure? No, they weren't coming through, so sorry. Sometimes we've got to find different ways to type up our messages too, because TikTok can be a little bit funny. So as your granddad explained, little one's a little bit different to the others. 3-year-old, physical, with ankles, so likes to kick. Is there, do you know if there's speech issues too? Because I'm being shown, like, it's almost like there's, he's doing this, like there's almost like a disconnect with speech or with emotions, being able to express them. But it goes a little bit beyond what a 3-year-old sort of comprehension is. It's more like where a 3-year-old should be expressing themselves. He's saying that there's like a disconnect when it comes to speech or being able to express emotions a little bit more clearly or something like that. She's got issues with him. Okay, gotcha. Hard to understand. Hey, Tabitha. So I just heard autism as well. Oh, you went for a quick drive. Nice. So I don't know if that's something they're looking at. But John says there's autism there. So again, I don't know if they're going through medical avenues to get that looked at. He's showing that there's concern there, or that your brother is concerned. So I don't know if that's going to be the validation that your brother needs to be able to move forward with getting a diagnosis for that. Oh, really? Marquise. So the message coming through for your brother is, yes, your suspicions are valid, to follow up with that. As in your brother's suspicions. Maybe even their 3-year-old too. I'll bring it up. Yeah. And again, that's another way of your granddad showing you that he's around the family as well, and keeping an eye on everything for you guys as well. What else is he bringing forward? Do you know if that that dog that I spoke about before, do you know if it was like greying around the face as well? It's like, you know, around the muzzle it was greying. Grey hairs coming out around the... Yes, Marquise. Hey T, good to see you. I think I said hello in my mind. That's the problem when you talk to spirit. You think you say something and she was white, so may have... Okay, gotcha. What else is coming through? What else would you like to bring forward? What is this? Did he used to play, I don't know if this is an activity that he did with other adults or with you guys as kids, but he showed me, like, I'm seeing like tiles, and when I think of tiles I think like mahjong tiles, but I'm thinking more towards like domino tiles, maybe even backgammon, but I'm seeing the tiles in the shape of the rectangle shape. What game did he play with tiles? I'm good, thanks, T. Katie was his entire world. Ah, so it is dominoes. Love that. Love it when they come through. I'm just like, I'm having a conversation with him going, why didn't you just show me the domino tiles? Because the way he brought it forward was like mahjong tiles, and he's like, not them, but, you know, like them. It's so funny sometimes. He's laughing at me right now, so that's that's nice. So that just shows me like a part of his personality, how he likes to be all-inclusive of everyone around him. He likes to make everyone, I'm spitting here as I'm getting excited, he likes to make, he's got a very warm and welcoming energy, and he likes to be inclusive of everyone. Likes to include everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, what your background is, where you're from. It kind of feels like he had so much love and so much room for everybody that he crossed paths with. I'm feeling a little bit teary as I'm saying that, because that's, his energy is just so lovely. He was a big joke. I loved everyone. I love that. Do you, Michelle, have an older son that you're worried about currently? 15, 16, 17? Blonde hair. Who's got the blonde hair? Maybe worry is not the right word. Maybe it might be a little bit of concern there. Directionally, is he on the right path? Oh, 8 years old. Where did I get? My mum has blonde hair, but she's 52. I love that. Well, why is that coming? Does anybody have... Is there a 17-year-old anywhere in the family? 16, 17, 18. Feels more like 16, 17. And with blonde hair. Or is everyone younger at the moment? That's okay. He could be showing me a head as well. None with blonde hair at all. What's he showing me here then? Sure, where he's going. Where is this going? Not sure where this is going. Brother's youngest and oldest, who is also 8, has brown hair. Blonde hair. That's what I was going to ask too. Did your brother have blonde hair when he was around 16, 17? He's either showing me something into the future or something that had already happened. Could be just him bringing through. Unless he's referring back to me at that age. You died. No, he's clearly showing me a male family member. Unless you had really short hair when you were that age. No, I'm currently doing a paid reading at the moment. I'm doing a mediumship. Like this is short sides, short back. That's what I'm trying to find out, Marquise. I don't know. See, I don't know. So the way I do my mediumship, if what I'm bringing through, if I don't get validation, it's almost like the information gets shut down until I can verify that and validate that. Because everything sort of moves for me like a movie. Like I'll get a segment here, and then when I get the validation, another segment opens up, and so forth. So it's really interesting sometimes the way it comes through. So I'm like, you don't have to bring any more evidence through because I think we've got enough. What would you like to say? Is there anything you want to say? Is there any other messages for anybody? That's what I'm currently asking him now. Mum's the only one with true blonde hair. That's okay. Maybe Mum had the short hair back when she was younger. He comes through with a message to look after Grandma. So he shows me family around it, but he's just, I think it's just one of his. Yeah, so he's like, look after Grandma, because he can't be there in the physical, so she's still very much leading his heart. She's so far away. Yeah. Yeah. So he has shown me that you guys will be around her again, because I do see family members around her. So 6 to 8 months, that's upcoming for you guys. But in a sense, he makes me feel that, he kind of makes me feel that you guys need to make the most of that time too. There will also be another, there'll be another birth in the family too, because I see another, she's nursing a younger baby. Parents are going to visit my dad and his son. My parents are going to visit my dad. Oh, your dad is his son. Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. I think, I don't know if I'm meant to say this. Yes, well, I was going back to that because I think this person is already pregnant, and I think they're keeping it quiet for now. Is there pregnancy coming in for Michelle? No, not you. Not you, not yet. But there's definitely pregnancy in the family. They just haven't announced it yet. So stay tuned for that one, because I do see your grandma nursing a little bubs. That's all the messages I have for you, Michelle. He's not showing. He's not showing, but just be reassured there that, yeah, there's another birth in the family. Grandma's sitting there with bubs. You guys do get to move Grandma closer, because I do see family around her, so that's what he's showing through. Yeah, that'll be your little secret, to keep an eye on the family. You know, do the cheeky side eye to see which tummy's growing. Yes, T. Oh my gosh, you guys are getting to that goal. Love it. There's no other messages for you, Michelle. He wanted to leave on that note. That happy surprise. Did he used to pull surprises and pranks like that? Because he's like, surprise, and he's laughing like almost hysterically. He's getting a chuckle out of it. 50k Marquise for a general read. So 50k likes, and we will do a random. He did. So see, he's bringing his